Hare Krishna. I welcome everyone to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Thank you all so much for joining us in good numbers. We are very, very excited to have our Sunday Kids presentation session today, which is one of the sweetest sessions that happens on Bhakti Sangha, because we have little kids who come forward and make fantastic presentations in different topics from Krishna consciousness. Today we have Ashutosh Paul, who's 11 years old. He's studying in 5th grade. He attended the Bhakti Sangha Kids Academy very regularly when he was in the US. He was a part of our Govinda Kids team, very, very smart child. He would make beautiful presentations, very curious, and his questions would always be very intriguing. Now that he's in India, in Pune, he still catches up on these classes from YouTube. Of course, he's the proud son of our Sita Priti Mataji, who was the coordinator for the Govinda classes, for the Govinda Kids classes. She comes up with the syllabus and she coordinates with the different teachers for the Govinda class. In India, he attends Sanatan Dharma Prabhu's classes on Bhagavad Gita. Because of the time difference, he's not able to continuously attend live classes in Bhakti Sangha. He's very active and he loves to do any service that is given to him. He loves dressing deities. He would help in the Radha Kalachandji kitchen and the deity department outside the deity department with small things, and also in the kitchen of Radha Kalachandji in Dallas. He's always very loving, and he experiments things around the house, and he helps his mother all the time. So he's a very sweet Vaishnava, and that's the reason he has chosen a very appropriate topic for presentation, which is 26 qualities of a devotee. So we are so happy to have you, Ashu, on the call. You can now take over and make your wonderful presentation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for that introduction. I just want to say thank you for the time change that you made, that you adjusted for everyone. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for this opportunity. I hope you guys enjoy my presentation. And yeah. Okay. My presentation is going to be on the 26 qualities of a devotee. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so out of the 26 qualities of a devotee, the first one is kind to everyone. So I'm just going to read this out a little bit. This devotee is kind and merciful not to only devotees and human beings, but is also kind to animals, as they are also the children of Lord Krishna. One example is Jadabharata, as he was forced to carry the king Rahugana's palanquin. While doing so, he was careful not to step on any ants because he did not want to hurt them. So just like we can learn from Jadabharata that whenever we're walking and we see a when we see a line of ants and we're walking by, we don't think anything. We just walk on, we step on them, and we don't think anything. But even though they're so small, they can also do a lot of service for the Lord. They were also once human beings. I mean, everyone gets different chances at life. So they were also once human beings. So we should always give them a chance to prove themselves or do service for the Lord. So humble and does not quarrel. This is the second quality of a devotee. Humble and does not quarrel. So this is a bit long. To be like, basically, when means humble means not wanting power or other people to worship him or praise him. So If he is wrong, then he should accept it and humbly take humility and naturally, and not do it for the sake of it. So basically, we should be humble and not think that since we are doing devotional service, someone should give something for that devotional service. We are doing it for the desires of the Lord, our eternal Father. So we should also not lie like I'm poor when I'm rich, ugly when I'm beautiful. That would not be humility. That would just be admitting that I have a lack of certain qualities, and giving credit to other people about their giving credit, acknowledgement is just minimizing our own accomplishments. So there is no use in that. One example is Jagai and Madhai hurt Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to kill him. But Nityananda Prabhu begged for mercy for their forgiveness, as Lord Nityananda Prabhu is very merciful to the fallen souls. Even though Madhai and Jagai hurt Nityananda Prabhu, he was still humble and still let them give a chance. This is also one of the example of of kind to everyone. Even though they were drunkards and they would hurt people, he still gave them a chance. 3, the third quality of a devotee is that he is humble, that he is truthful and is fixed in the absolute truth. So to be fixed in absolute truth means 16 rounds every day, and or even it doesn't matter to be 16 rounds. If we can even do 1 round, that would still cleanse our heart. That would still please the Lord. Of the Lord during the time we are chanting. A devotee should always be doing activities in the Lord's favor and no illegal activities. A devotee, when in the day when he is doing devotional service, he should be only thinking of the Lord. Sometimes when we're chanting, so suppose we're chanting in the evening, like in the hallway, and your mom, she's making dinner, making something really delicious, and you can smell it, that aroma, like, oh, and then you stop chanting for 2 seconds and you ask your mom, what are you making for dinner? So that stops you and stops you from thinking of the Lord. So we should be like, we should be fixed in the Lord every time we are doing this devotional service or making our rounds. So the next one is equal to everyone. Okay. Can I just ask something? You guys can see the slide, right? Can you guys see this?
Yes. Equal to everyone.
Just tell me if it's obstructing the view of the slide.
No, it is not.
Oops. Okay. Fourth quality is equal to everyone. A devotee should be equal to all living beings. This is also like kind to everyone, but equal. You should be able to see into other person's soul and see a personality of Godhead in each and every one of us. Even if they're mean, they are still kind. They still have kindness deep inside. One example is Yudhishthira Maharaj and the dog. So I'm gonna explain the equal to everyone. So it doesn't matter if you are black or anything. Lord Krishna was the color of the clouds when it's about to rain, but people didn't discriminate for that. In our temples, anyone can come. We still don't have any discrimination. So about the example, Yudhishthira Maharaj and the dog. So once Yudhishthira Maharaj and his and Arjuna, Bhima, Sahadev, and Nakula, and Draupadi, they were making their last journey when they're about to die. So they were going through the Himalayas. So so everyone had fallen down, and it was only Yudhishthira Maharaj and the dog. There was also a dog with them who was journeying with them. It was only Yudhishthira Maharaj and the dog. So they came to their destination, and Indradev, he came down And he said, Yudhishthira Maharaj, I am very pleased with your devotion and your compassion. Come with me, I shall take you to heaven. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, okay, we shall take the dog too. Indra was, no, the dog should not come. Not everyone is worthy to be in heaven. Yudhishthira Maharaj, out of righteousness, he said that no, every living being should be treated fairly. And he said that I will not go to heaven if the dog doesn't come with me. So he goes to walk away, and Indra says, okay, stop. This is my test. I have tested you. The dog was actually Dharma. So Dharma appears out of that. And we wanted to test your righteousness. Fifth quality is faultless. A devotee whose mind and body is surrendered onto Krishna and executes the desires of Krishna at his utmost ability is considered faultless. Like every devotee, they're always thinking of Krishna when they're doing their service. So that means at their utmost ability. Through when they're offering their food, they don't skip any mantra. When you're chanting, they don't skip any beads. So they do it at their utmost ability. An example of a faultless devotee is Narad Muni. He never fails to deliver a message of the Lord, and he always reaches a destination. He is always repeating Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. So even during his journey, he's always thinking of Lord Krishna, as everyone should. Therefore, he has surrendered his mind and body onto Krishna. So that is considered faultless. So the sixth quality is charitable. A devotee who spreads the Lord's desire and love around the world without any selfish motives or ideas. So the Krishna consciousness is meant for everyone. We should always spread it. Spread this love of the Lord to everyone. Like we should always spread it to everyone, as everyone is the children of God, and they just came down to the material world. So it doesn't matter if they're any different. They still are the children of Krishna. One of the examples was during the pandemic. We still went the ISKCON temples. We started Food for Life, and we gave food to the poor people and other people as prasadam. So this is how we are charitable to the whole world and spreading Hare Krishna movements all around the world. Prabhupada Ji is an example of this. He established 108 temples just for spreading the love and devotion of the Lord. Mild. The seventh quality of a devotee, mild. A devotee avoids all material conceptions and illusions. A devotee avoids all material conceptions and illusions of Maya, and thus he is not bound by the material modes of nature. Okay, so everyone in heaven, we were all the devotees of Krishna, and we never stopped doing his service. But when we went down to the material world, we got bound. We got bound by Maya and his illusions. So we should not be bound like that. We should always be thinking of Krishna. Thinking of Krishna shall release us from that material modes of nature and make us think of Krishna all the time. One of the best examples is Nityananda Mahaprabhu. He was a Balarama, but he was also a perfect role model for us. Number 8, the 8th quality is clean and pure. The Krishna consciousness is meant to purify the world in a way that will change the way we think. And by hygienic external principles, as well as chanting the Hare Krishna mantra to cleanse the heart. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. So 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Clean and pure. So the pandemic also taught this to us, that we learned how to stay clean. We washed our hands whenever we came back. When we came from the superstore, we went to meet our friend. We always washed our hands. This made us more secure about the way we live, and being pure by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra to cleanse the heart. When we were in lockdown, we had a lot of time on our hands, so we chanted a lot, and that cleansed the heart a lot. So that benefited us a lot. Next one is the ninth one is simple without material possession. The highest realization is to see everything as Krishna's property and that his potency is in each living object. So when we think like that we will also use Krishna's property in his service. So we know that Krishna only created the material world. And so everything in there is his property only. So whenever we use anything, of course, anything, we should use it in the devotional service of the Lord, as his potency and the Supreme Lord is in every living being. The tenth one is benevolent. Since there's Krishna in everyone's heart, Krishna consciousness will affect every living being. The service of Lord is not simply to one mankind or religion. So benevolent is also one of the examples of equal to everyone. We don't Krishna consciousness is available to everyone, any skin color, any religion. It's not just for Hinduism or any other type of religion. 11th one is peaceful. To be peaceful means not only to be peaceful physically, but also mentally with our bond with Krishna. One who realizes that attains real peace and fearlessness. One of the peaceful examples is Juhu Temple. Srila Prabhupada fought against the for that land, and he attained it, but he didn't use any physical or any other way. He talked peacefully. He was calm. So that's how everyone should be. Next one is 12th quality is completely attached to Krishna. Devotion to Krishna is neither sentimental or whimsical, but authorized and scientific. So sentimental or whimsical means that we don't just use it whenever we need help, whenever in a situation. Like suppose your exams are coming up and you haven't studied and you're like, oh, hey Krishna, just this one time, let me get good marks in this. But he won't just come like that to you. You have to do devotional service. You have to earn that trust of Krishna. To surrender onto Krishna is devotional service. Complete surrender is every devotee's wish because they want to be freed from the materialistic desires in order to serve him more. And 13th quality is desireless. Well, once one is fully engaged in devotional service, they don't think about their desire. The one and only thought in their mind is Krishna. So whenever we're meditating or chanting, like I said before, we should only think of Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. When we close our eyes, when we're seeing other people chant, they close their eyes when they're chanting. They're not just doing that. They're doing that so they can picture Krishna in their mind, so that it'll be better for their benefit. And they won't have any materialistic desires because their one and only desire is Krishna. So everyone should be like this. 14th 14th quality of a devotee is indifference towards material possessions. A devotee can use material object to please the Lord or in his service, but one does become attached to it, but does not. Sorry, that's a mistake over there. Does not become attached to it. One can use $1 million or $1 billion to create temples, printing books, etc. He is also satisfied without those assets. So a devotee can use, like I said before, you're supposed to use all the properties of Krishna in his devotional service, as his potency is in everything. So you can't say it's mine because it's Krishna's. But one can use millions and billions of dollars to create. So you can be very rich. You can make a lot of temples and printing books, and you can think of yourself as very high. But a true devotee, is satisfied without these assets and just a normal life. 15th quality is steady and fixed. The realizations of a devotee should be so profound that his dedication to the spiritual master and Lord Krishna one second. The realization of a devotee should be so profound that his dedication to his spiritual master and Lord Krishna that he cannot be influenced by any material influences. But a devotee is steady and fixed on the path to Krishna. During the way we can see many obstacles, but we should overcome those by thinking that Krishna is always there with us, and no material influences can stop us. Okay, the next one is 16. Self-control. There are 6 main bad qualities: lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. A devotee of Krishna can control these bad qualities by engaging in Krishna's devotional service. Bad qualities are left behind and can be easily controlled by these transcendental knowledge. So these 6 bad qualities can be very dangerous to us. They can take over our mind and make us very vulnerable. But if we engage in Krishna's devotional service, like chanting, or even something small like offering rice with thup or ghee to the Lord, that can also cleanse our heart, because Krishna will accept anything. Next one, 17. Does not eat more than required. A yogi eats neither too much or too little. This practical means he can easily digest. So this means Ekadashi. During Ekadashi, we don't eat much. We don't eat any wheat. Normally people try to do it without any khichdi or anything, just by fruits. This Ekadashi is meant to cleanse us of our sins, so we shouldn't eat much. And according to the Vedas, the stomach is supposed to be filled half with food, 1/4 with water, and 1/4 with air. 18th quality is sane. A devotee is never intoxicated with materialistic enjoyment. He makes sure that his requirements in the material world are very little, and devotes his whole life to Krishna. In this way, he is perfectly balanced in the material world and spiritual world. A devotee can balance between the spiritual world and the material world, but he should never be overtaken by materialistic enjoyment, like money. You should never be overtaken by that. Suppose you get a lot of money and you buy something that you like and you keep on using that, but you don't engage in Krishna's devotional service. So we should be controlling our material life and our spiritual life. Okay, 19th quality is respectful. A devotee offers respect to everyone without expecting anything in return. He treats them fairly and thinks them as a part of Krishna, who as living beings are. Okay, a devotee offers respect to anyone. It could be a small child, but he still thinks of them as the children of Krishna, and he sees their soul. He sees Krishna in their soul, so he respects them. And he does not treat them like they are beneath him. Next one, 20th quality is no material hankering. A devotee does not divert his attention to material things to gain a higher position in the material world. He sees everything as a reflection of Krishna. So in the material world, there are a lot of things that can divert our attention, like getting a higher position in there. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Wait 1 second. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't. One devotee does not divert his attention to materialistic things. He sees everything as a part of Krishna, and that we will be after this material world, we will be going to Krishna only. So why try to gain a higher position over here? And Haridas Thakur was an example of this. He did not see anything as a higher position. The 21st quality of a devotee is grave. Although we live happy life in the material world, we are always thinking that our material existence will end at any moment. But if we are always chanting the name of Krishna, thinking about it consciously and unconsciously, that is the ultimate goal of life. We in the material world, we are always thinking of death. That you could go to work one day and crash your car and you could immediately die. We're always thinking of these stuff, but we shouldn't. We should be calm and peaceful and thinking of Krishna. Thinking of Krishna can be that after we're done with our life, we will go back to Krishna, and then we can see him. So all that devotional service will be paid off. 22nd quality of a devotee is compassionate. The essence of compassion is the distribution of transcendental knowledge. The basis of it are Srila Prabhupada's book, and the force behind it is our piety. Just like how Jalabharata was compassionate to the ants. This is kind of like kind to everyone, but different. Compassionate means like we should be equal to everyone, and we should not treat anyone with any not enough respect. We should treat them like one of us. So just like Jalabharata, he treated the ants like one of them. He did not want to squish them with his legs. Next. 23rd quality is friendly. A devotee who is friendly because he leads everyone to Krishna, who is his best friend of all living entities. Devotee is friendly because he leads everyone. He does not let anyone divert their path with materialistic objects. He leads everyone to Krishna and makes them happy because Krishna is our best friend. In one of the lectures that I attend on at 8:15, one of the main points that everyone loved was that Krishna was their BFF. So that was one thing I'd like to share. 24th quality is poetic. A devotee is even poetic if he is not literally active, because he is able to connect to everything in Krishna. So poetic, so Narada Muni is one. But this means that we are always in touch with Krishna because we know that everything everything is in his power. So yeah, okay. He connects everything to Krishna, no matter what it is. Okay. 25th quality is silent. A devotee talks only about Krishna and not any material topics. His mind is focused on only Krishna. A devotee, just like in our, this is just like how we do not divert our attention to materialistic things. He only talks about Krishna and his stories and his pastimes, and does not go on to any material topics that will divert his mind to go to something else. His mind is only fixed on Krishna and only Krishna. 26th one is the last one. Expert. The essence of the expertise of a devotee is that he can do anything for Krishna. The best expertise is to surrender onto Krishna. So he is an expert that can lead everyone to Krishna and could do anything for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is the best example in this quality, as he led everyone. No matter who it was, he still led everyone Krishna consciousness. He turned hippies into Krishna consciousness. And basically, we can also do this by sharing Krishna conscious things to our friends, to our family friends, and we can spread Krishna's love like this. Those were the 26 qualities of a devotee. I hope you like this presentation. Thank you for your time, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Forgive me for any mistakes I made, and correct me. Thank you for this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ashutosh. This was such a fantastic presentation. Thank you so much. You covered all the 26 qualities with very relevant examples. Thank you for that. I loved the way you the qualities and related it to our own experiences in today's world, like you were connecting to the pandemic and telling us about cleanliness and about how you were relating examples. Of course, Prabhupada, you quoted in so many different situations Prabhupada's behavior, and you were also quoting Yudhishthir Maharaj and so many people even from scriptures. So that was so nice. It was very comprehensive. I think you did an amazing research on this topic. You delivered the entire presentation with so much confidence and ease. You were so, it was very easy for you to talk. So you're a spontaneous speaker. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for such a fabulous presentation. It has made a huge impact. I don't know, I was just able to connect to the entire thing. So thank you so much. Very, very grateful. We are looking forward to seeing more and more presentations from you. You are one of the promises of our future. So keep it up, Ashutosh. Very proud of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. One thing I'd like to say, I couldn't do done this without my mom. She helped me. She helped me a lot with the examples from the scriptures. So thank you.
The presentation was made by him, but he just asked me like, is this relevant example? So I gave him the examples, but I asked him to read it. And I think that helped him to say it without everything written on it. Not much from my side, because I just had one day. Yesterday also I couldn't be with him. But that presentation which he made, it was all by him. Yeah, like this generation, I think they don't listen much. They don't want to be told much about things. So I let him do himself. Please correct Mataji's and please pray for him that whatever he does, there were many mistakes I know in this presentation, but so please forgive him and correct him, please, whatever you feel.
Honestly, I just have to say a few things. One is there was no correction needed. He was amazing. He was spot on. Second thing is that as he was talking about the different qualities of a devotee, he's also trying to put it in practice, because I know that he has been working on this for the past more than 2 weeks, I think, by himself. Only he would ask opinions from you, but he's now trying to give the credit to you. So that shows that he's trying to imbibe these qualities and put it in practice. So very proud of you, Ashutosh. I mean, you just you're showing by example.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice, Ashutosh. I like the presentation and all the qualities you showed.
Thank you, Bala.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, that was a nice presentation. Hare Krishna Ashutosh, I really like the presentation and the qualities.
Thank you, Balaram. Thank you, Subhadra.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, that was a nice presentation.
Krishna Ashutosh, that's a very good presentation. I liked all your examples.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh. Your class was very nice. I like the 26 qualities.
Thank you, Balarinda. Thank you, Samskriti. Thank you, Jagannath.
So this is what I understand from your class, Ashutosh, that I understand that we
should develop all these qualities
should develop all these qualities
and be a good devotee.
and be a good devotee and go back to Krishna.
Thank you, Balarinda.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, thank you for a very nice presentation. Thank you for presenting. Shri Dhanavi.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, I really like your presentation. I liked how you explained everything.
Thank you, Jahnavi. Thank you, Mataji.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, this is a very, very beautiful presentation. In fact, I know there are 26 qualities of a devotee, but really never saw about all 26 at one time. I have never heard or listened about it at one time. So now your presentation, all 26 together with beautiful examples, really very simple, like very simple words you used, and you did a perfect justice. Very, very beautiful way you explained. Very happy about the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh, that was such a very nice and wonderful presentation. I like how you made it very relatable to everybody, not just giving examples from the Shastras, but also something all the kids and even adults can relate to from the day-to-day experience. That was a very wonderful and very thoughtful presentation. Thank you, Ashutosh.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh. Very wonderful presentation. I really love the way you have prepared your slides also, all of the material, all of the examples that you have given for each one of them. Like what everyone is saying, you made it very relatable. And definitely your class is something we would have to go back to as a reference for the 26 different qualities of devotees. So thank you so much. This was wonderful. Please share your slides, Ashutosh. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Ashutosh. First of all, very nice to see you after a long time. Otherwise, Ashutosh is always there on Bhakti Sangha classes, right? I miss you, first of all, because every time you are there on the call, and you have given many, many beautiful Sunday presentations. Sometimes I remember you were given in the last minute also. Your small story books you have shared. It was very nice. I could remember all the past presentations of yours when I see on the screen. And such a beautiful presentation of 26 qualities, the way you brought up each quality, and you were explaining how the practical situations that you have also seen in your life, how you have related to the qualities, and how you are also trying your best to be there with the 26 qualities in your life. It is very, very nice. So beautiful. The presentation is very nice and the slides look so attractive. And you are so beautiful. Thank you so much for such a nice, beautiful presentation.
Thank you, Mataji. I missed you all too. I miss each and every one of you. It's really nice to hear your voices and see you guys.
And now you're a big boy. When you used to join Govinda, you're a little. Now see, you're big.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you're no more Govinda class. I think you are Madhava age.
Yeah. Same thing, when you were talking about his previous presentations, I was thinking, oh yeah, he was a kid, he was reading from little storybooks, and look at him now.
I was remembering all his old classes. He gave many presentation actually when compared to all our teacher kids, he was good in, because in the last minutes he gave so many presentations and so many small presentations, very rich in the storybooks he have put, and he have read it very nicely. So nicely he did that time also. Thank you, Ashutosh. I could remember all those things.
I remember them too. One of my last minute presentations, the cobbler and the brahmana. I did that last minute.
Very good. See, that is Ashutosh. Same like Mama, right? Last minute she can also give a class in a second, right? Very good. Very nice.
He's so proud of his mother. He's like smiling.
I hope he listens to me a little bit more. All children at this age are like, they don't want to listen. I don't know what has happened to his camera. See, what has happened to camera? Thank you, Mataji. Really appreciate you all to change the time for this slot and giving him this opportunity. When I told him that no, it is 12:30, he was like, okay, like 12:30, I'll be ready and I'll sit back and I'll sleep again. I'll get up at 12 o'clock and I'll give. And I said, okay, let me ask if we can do something about it. So thank you. Really, really grateful to each and every one of you, Matajis, for coming and appreciating all these little kids. And I hope like we all can attend all the other classes also. Ashutosh also, he does go with the recordings, but if he can attend live, it will be really, really nice. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else has any questions, comments, realizations for Ashutosh?
Hare Krishna, Ashutosh. I liked your presentation very much, and especially all the examples you gave us very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sudevi.
Hare Krishna, Ashutosh, I do have a question for you. So you spoke about all 26 qualities. I can see so many wonderful qualities in you, but is there any one quality that you are still aspiring to develop? You're muted, Ashutosh.
I'm not a perfect devotee like all of you. I still have a lot of devotees to a lot of qualities to perfect. I love them all. Well, one of my favorites.
No, which you have to develop, which you feel.
Wait, can you repeat your question once?
So I was asking, of all these qualities, which one do you aspire to develop? In the near future, yeah.
The indifference between material possessions. We do not during our chanting. During our chanting or devotional service, I get distracted a lot. So I want to develop that quality and focus on Krishna all the time. So steady and fixed, and fixed in the absolute truth.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh. A very wonderful quality that we all should develop. I definitely have to work on it too.
Thank you for that honest answer, Ashutosh. That was very sweet. Anyone else has anything to ask Ashutosh? Okay. So this was indeed a very nice session. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the devotees for joining in great numbers. This was very encouraging to everybody. Thank you so much. Ashutosh, we are very happy and very proud of you. Thank you for this fabulous presentation. And we just have some announcement before we move on to the next part of our session, which is the presentation by the Damodar, Govinda and Madhava kids. Generally, the Damodar, Govinda and Madhava kids, they just present whatever they have learned through the entire week. It's more of a revision session for them, and it is a way of showcasing to the audience as to what they have learned. But before that, I have a very, very important presentation because many people will log out, I know. So the important announcement is that from next week onwards, we are not going to have the Sunday presentation session on Sundays. Rather, this kids presentation session is going to be moved to the regular class sessions during the Govinda, Madhava and Damodar classes. So all the kids will have an opportunity to make presentations in their respective class timings instead of moving this presentation session to the weekend. Because I understand that we all understand that many kids have issues logging in during weekends because they have temple activities and other classes that they are registered into. So we are going to move this kids presentation session to their respective class timings. So be connected, stay connected to your respective class. If you're in the Damodar class, you want to stick to your Damodar class and check out from the teachers when the presentation slot would be. It would be held every week in your respective classes and everyone will be given an opportunity. So the opportunities will be on rotation. So each child will be assigned a particular week and given 15-20 minutes to make their presentation depending on the class syllabus and the timing. So your teachers will guide you. They will tell you when the weekly presentation will be depending on the group you are in. If you're in Madhava class, your Madhava teacher will tell you when your weekly presentation is. And if you're in the Govinda, obviously your Govinda teachers. And if you're in the Damodar teachers will tell you when your weekly presentations are. So these will all be held within class timing, so you do not have to spare extra time during your weekend and you can enjoy your weekend. So that is a very important announcement that we wanted to make. And Vinita Gandharvika Mataji and Anjana Gopika Mataji, please take over for the next half of this session. Ashutosh, thank you so much again for your fabulous presentation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. Again, now we will move to Damodar kids presentations. That means whatever they learned, they are going to present it in front of everyone over the week. So Balram and Shubhadra, please go ahead.
Shri Bhagwan Vacha Yavan Artha Adapane Sarvataha Sampludaptake Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha. Tulasi leaf of top of Krishna's feet. Tell me the names of the 8 gopis. Lalita, Vishaka, and Duleka, Champakalakta, Tungavidya, Chitra Sudevi, Rangadevi, and Radharani is the chief gopi. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Balram, do you want to say that Bhagavatam sloka that Govinda class we are learning? Or did I put you on the spot? Tell Mataji, I don't know.
Mataji, I don't know, Mataji.
You don't know that sloka? Okay. So Devi, you go ahead and share your Damodar.
Yavanartha udapane sarvada samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. All purposes that can be served by a small well can be also served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. Tulsi leaf on top of Krishna's feet. Tell me the names of the 8 gopis. Lalita Vishaka Induleka Champakalata Tungavidya Kshetra Sudevi Rangadevi and Radharani is the chief gopi. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Sudevi. Vrinda will say.
Sri Bhagavana Vachaya Varadadakare Sarvata Sabhyuto Daketa Vatsarveshu Vedeshu Kavarasya Vijarata. The supreme personality of Godhead said, all purpose served by a small will can at once be served by a great reservoir in water. Similarly, and the purpose of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. Tulsi Nama's Krishna's Ved, Sarvita Deva Vega Ved, Lalita Vishaka Tunga Vedya,
Lalita Vishaka
Induleka, Champakalata Tunga Vedya, Chitra Devi Rangadevi, Radharani is the chief gopi.
Govinda class loka.
Govinda class loka, I know without saying. Daiva Projita Gaita Putra Paramar Vachara Sada Veda Pasava Vadrava Vastu Shivadam Ayatara Volaram Shiva Zavata Deva Agurikite Gimhavareshara Tanahridya Varuddhate Durgiti Veshushri Dakshinar.
Thank you, Vrinda. That was very good. Okay, is there any Damodar ki? Jahnavi.
Yavanartauya pane sarvata sampakotake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. All purposes served by a small well can be once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all purposes in Vedas can be served to one who knows the purposes behind them. Tulsi leaf on top of Krishna's feet. Tell me the names of the 8 gopis. Lalita Vishaka Induleka, Champakalata Tungavedya, Chitta Devi Rangadevi, and Radharani is the chief gopi.
Thank you, Jahnavi. That is so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much to see. Coming on the camera.
Can I talk?
Yes, this you can. Okay, I think all the kids covered their sloka and Okay, thank you everyone for joining Sunday presentation. We are very grateful to you. Thank you, Ashutosh, for such a beautiful class. I'm very grateful to you because you came all the way in the night time from India, joining and giving such a beautiful presentation. Yes, Ashutosh, you want to speak something?
Can I say video? Sorry. Can I say the
Try saying it.
Can I try saying the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2?
Yes, sure.
आवाज करना फिर your volume is less.
It's okay. Dharma prahohita kaitava tra parama nirmatsanam sataham vedyam vasatavam astra vastu sivadam tapatrayo mulanam Srimad Bhagavata Mahamuni Krita Kimva Paravai Ishvara Sadhyo Hriday Avarudyate Kribibhi Susrabhistakshanat. Can I say the translation?
Yeah, sure, please.
Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vasudeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of other scriptures? As soon as one attentively and submissively heeds the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ashutosh. Such a beautiful, very nice. You very nicely said the sloka and also the translation. Very good. So Devi, I know you also know this sloka. Come on, go ahead and recite.
Yes, Mataji. Dharma projita kaitava utra paramo nirma saranam satam Vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va paririshvara satyorityavarudhyate trikritibe Shishrushibhistachana. Thank you, Mataji.
Beautiful, smooth, soothing for me. Very nice, very nice.
Smooth voice.
Smooth voice.
Yes, very
Yes,
nice,
very
Sudevi,
soothing.
very nice.
Very beautiful.
Haribol.
I know you don't even join Govinda timing classes, but you know everything, and the way you do the art work that teacher gives you. Any work, it is very nice.
Mataji, I see the recordings and then I learn.
Oh, you see the recordings. Wow, very nice.
She's a very sweet girl. She's a very sweet girl.
Yeah, Mataji,
Always
she's
has
another
a-
regular attendee for the Sunday class.
Yes.
The moment she started coming our classes, she never missed the Sunday presentation. Till today, she never missed. Even today, the time was changed, but somehow she touched this time also. We are very grateful to you, Sudevi, for beautiful association always to encourage all the kids. Very good.
And she always has a smile on her face. I love her smile.
Yes,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you, Sita Priti Mataji, for your association. I would like to offer my obeisances to all of you. Vanchakalpatarobhyasya kripasindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ashutosh ki jai. Hari
All
bol.
the Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Hari bol.
Damodar Govinda Madhava kids ki jai.
Jai.
Very bol. Very bol. Closing the
Hare
call.
Krishna.
Bye-bye.
Hari bol.